Zidane Danny, Electro Ninja here, and I am here with Captain Jack for our first ever in-person nerd chat.
Wild times, my dude, wild times.
Uh,
What are we discussing tonight exactly?
I'm kind of thinking we should talk a little bit about Miraculous and then just go off on whatever go
Miraculous has been fun. I got him to watch it in French because I speak French pretty fluently. And I enjoy watching things in their original language, so you know how it be.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta watch things in French. I'm sure if he got the chance, he'd make me watch something in some sort of Japanese, so...
Probably. Yeah, that's not very far. I was hoping that these would actually just stay up.
That would be convenient.
There. We can just do that. So, real quick, just want to say, we are not sponsored by...
Anything. Even though I am drinking Anthem cider and he's drinking Anomaly milk, some sort of beer thing.
Which is, in my opinion, the best beer ever.
I think it's pretty gross. We just saw me try it not 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, which will be in the compilation of the whole Oregon trip, so look forward to that.
I'm concerned for that video, but it's gonna be fun.
It's not that bad. It's hardly got anything so far.
Yeah, well, you leave in 2 days, so
Yeah.
here
I mean, considering the fact that we might be going to Portland tomorrow or something.
Oh, that's true.
So, that could give us a lot of footage.
Rude. I'm a little offended by this piece of pizza.
So, yeah. What do you have to say about the characters so far?
Well, I have to say I kind of want to punch Chloe in the face.
Fair.
Yeah, like really hard. Like with a baseball bat.
Yep. Keep in mind, she's as of right now, she has only seen season 1 and a few episodes, 3 episodes of season 2.
Yep.
So, yeah. Needless to say, she still has a long way to go, and I will say this, I think that the Chloe arc might make you think, oh, she's better, but you're still probably going to want to punch her in the face by the end of the season.
Probably.
And then you're really going to want to punch her in the face next season, as she becomes the main villain again. What the frell?
Great, there's something to look forward to. So glad about that.
But what do you think of Lila, or Lila as it was pronounced in French?
Which one is that?
That was the one who turned into Volpina, the liar.
Oh, yes. She seems like, I mean, she's just one of the many who've been akumatized, so
Yeah.
I don't really think of her as anything different than that. Is she gonna be important?
Yeah. So there's actually a lot of episodes that have her, and it's pretty insane everything that happens. But honestly, she's one of my favorite characters to hate on, along with many Miraculous fans. But at the same time, she's also possibly going to be the next Hawkmoth. So, yeah. Or at least a future Hawkmoth.
Monsieur August is going to give up?
Who knows? We don't know. As of right now, we haven't gotten any confirmation on that, so... Yeah. More than likely, Season 5, at least by my guess, is going to be the season of the final battle between Ladybug, Cat Noir, and obviously Hawkmoth and Megara, who you have not met Megara yet, but yeah. And that's going to be the wrap-up of that, and we're going to get prepared for the next arc, which I'm guessing is going to be the Monsieur Rat arc, so look forward to that. And yeah, we'll talk about that when you eventually get to that. But, which I believe is this season. No, wait. No, season 3. My bad. So that's going to be fun.
Yep. I've enjoyed watching it in French because It gives me a good chance to dig out my French, and of course also,
You get off the jokes that I don't get.
yeah, it's really funny when they use French puns. For instance, the bread maker, Ladybug's and Marinette's dad, is named Monsieur Dupin, which means Master of Bread. Which is funny. Monsieur is just French for what would be like master, which is where we get the word Mister.
Yep.
So he's Master of Bread, which is very funny to me. I forget what some of the others, but they make a lot of French puns, and it pleases me greatly. Carmen, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, we all know about Miss Bustier.
Yes, that just means
Bourgeois.
yeah. So the mayor being Monsieur Bourgeois. Bourgeoisie is the upper class in France, and they're the ones who we say like the birds work for the bourgeoisie. You know what I mean? Like so. That's that. Chloe is the epitome of a bourgeoisie, and so therefore, being Chloe Bourgeois is very, very fitting. Miss Bustier. Bustier is a type of clothing that affects the breasts.
Yep.
Enough said.
So I will tell you, I'm kind of curious what their names mean, but Julika and eventually Luca, who you have not met yet, their name is Cofain. So what does that mean?
Coffin.
Yeah.
It sounds like the French word for caffeine. I'm not actually certain, so I can look it up.
That's funny. Because they're rock stars.
That would be fitting then.
And yeah. But yeah. So how have you enjoyed having me here in Oregon for the past week?
It's been fun but tiring. He gets up early. I usually drag myself out of bed around 10:30. He's been dragging me out of bed about an hour and a half earlier. So that's been fun. But it has been fun because it's been the chance to actually do things with people that I don't usually get a chance to. I don't have a lot of people around, so it's been interesting to have someone around who wants to hang out with me, which is crazy.
Yep. And also, for those of you watching, there is going to be another nerd chat in the next few weeks, somewhere in July. Not exactly certain when though. Where there's going to be a nerd chat with me and Joker, who is currently not available because of just pain, and that's not important right now. So.
Joker was an accident. He's in pain.
Yeah.
I'm giving him a break.
Yeah. So, that's all you guys need to know. Anyways, moving on. I'm just looking at all of my books and I'm just like, I'm curious what you think of that pile.
I think you've spent a lot of money for things I can get for free.
But they're physical copies, which is 1,000 times better.
I mean, possibly. How and the why the fuck did you?
But, yeah. And if you're hearing a lot of panting, that is
My dog.
being a bit of a pest.
You know.
Well, I mean, what are dogs supposed to do but that? But, yeah. So, I know you're not really into Kingdom Hearts at all, but I kind of want to talk briefly about this. The freaking manga for Kingdom Hearts is kind of weird.
Caffeine.
So it is caffeine? Okay. Okay. But anyways, like I was saying, the Kingdom Hearts manga is really weird because basically it's taking the story from the original games, but it's adding to it but also removing stuff from it. Which is just like, the fuck? And honestly, it feels like it's just in another universe where the characters are less serious and more hilarious. So, yeah. But I think a lot of that might be lost on, especially the older games, because of the fact that a lot of that was never dubbed in any way, shape, or form, but instead was just text stuff. Meanwhile, we get the actual manga, and they can do all these crazy emotions because of the fact that it's not 3D, which, let's just be honest, 3D anything is kind of garbage if you want to do stuff with emotes. Like, holy crap.
Fortnite turned out well.
Okay, fair. But, and they
They
have...
the most recent Pokemon's.
Yeah. I mean, they have been getting better, but especially, like, frickin'... There's some that are just like, why did you make this 3D? They emoted so amazingly when they were in the manga, and it's just like, bleh. Which, yeah. Speaking of which, I think that I need to introduce you to some kind of crazy anime, like Drifting Dragons, which is honestly an amazing dragon hunting anime, and probably my favorite 3D anime. Mostly because of the fact that they, the original manga was pretty straightforward and they didn't really have too much crazy emotes, so it wasn't as big of a deal when they changed over to 3D. And they were still luckily able to keep a lot of the same traits that they had with, such as the sketching and stuff like that. So, I'll probably show you that later, at least an episode or something. But yeah, that is honestly one of my favorite anime right now. And I'm kind of wishing that I could watch more of it right now, but obviously don't want to watch it on this crappy internet. Oh my gosh. So, also, can we just talk about naming cars for a minute?
Sure. Are you referring to Billy?
That too, but also the fact that All Might named his car Hercules. It's just like, some people come up with just the craziest names for their cars, and it's amazing. But yeah, go ahead, talk about Billy.
Billy is my Jeep. He's a 1992 Jeep Cherokee, and I love him. He's janky as shit. And he's named after Billy Joel.
Nice.
So my mom sent me some questions about LGBT issues today.
Oh no.
Only 3, but it's been interesting to see if I can... So I decided to write, I got a new notebook, and I've decided to write The Conservative Christian's Guide to Pride. And of course it says no problema on it. I'm pretty excited for this, not gonna lie. Let me put this under your pizza because I'm not all that hungry.
Okay.
I had cookies. But I'm excited. Her questions are pretty interesting. So that'll be fun. I'm trying to find a way to answer them without, coming out.
Let's just hope she doesn't watch this.
She won't.
Fair point.
Like 6 people do.
That is true. But, yeah. We don't really know who exactly is watching these. So if you're watching it, please make sure to leave a comment telling us what you think of what we talk about.
Especially since it's going to be a lot of random crap.
Mm-hmm. Especially as we drink more.
He's going to get loopy. I'm going to feel nothing. That's how this goes.
Fair point.
I can hold my liquor. This isn't even liquor. This is cider.
True.
It's a very dry cider. It's not bad,
Yeah.
but it's not my favorite. Ace pineapple liquor. Now that's where it's at.
Oh yeah. So, hopefully that doesn't get too loud on the friggin' thing, but that's fine. So, I showed you My Hero Academia 1's Justice when I first came down. What'd you think of that?
You did?
Yeah,
Oh, the game.
yeah.
Gosh. Well, it was really easy to be a button masher.
True that.
I did. I kicked his ass.
I got a letter.
Bullshit. He was sitting there going, oh no. I was literally just button mashing, but that was fun. Also,
Seriously, I was faking it.
yeah, he's not that good of an actor.
You're funny. Who's
Here
the
he
actor
was.
among us?
The imposter. It was, yeah, it was fun. It was pretty much just, well, it was pretty much just a Smash, but with My Hero Academia characters. I only know who Deku is, and I only know who Deku is because my friend is obsessed with him and owns 6 Deku sweaters. And
The
he
fuck?
rotates daily. He wears one every single day.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I may be obsessed with some of the characters, such as Todoroki. I
Oh, no.
love Todoroki, but
He has a Deku hat, Deku mask, 6 Deku sweaters, Deku slippers, Deku socks. I'm pretty sure he might even have Deku sweats.
holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, basically all I have is a few Funko Pops and then all of the manga.
No, he straight up, like, his nickname was Deku because he was so obsessed.
So, I finished Inale and Duelia, I believe is what it's called, which is another manga written by Kamame Shirohama, finally.
Is that the one I'm reading? The Wish Had Atelier one?
Yeah, so that's the same author behind that. And honestly, after reading it, I'm just like, Hannah would like this.
Well, if you have the first one with you.
Yeah, I do. But basically, what it is it's about an two-girl angel, an angel and a demon who are both girls, and they're a bit gay for each other.
Good. We love a good gay story.
And on top of that, they are constantly at war with each other, trying to just cause utter mayhem for one another to basically stop
Okay, this
it.
sounds like an anime ripoff of Good Omens.
Yeah, basically.
Alright.
Which I have not seen Good Omens, but I do know what you're talking about, and I do
It
want to see
stars David Tennant. Where have you been?
it. I know, I'm just behind on a lot of shit. Seriously. I just started watching Drifting Dragons, which came out last year. And then, on top of that, I have so many other shows that I'm behind on.
Yeah, well, you can just at this point throw it back in my face and be like, well, yeah, dumb fuck, you haven't watched WandaVision, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Mandalorian,
Bad Batch,
Bad Batch,
which, seriously, that is so good.
or even finished Umbrella Academy yet, so.
I thought you were rewatching it, not...
I haven't finished the second season.
Oh my gosh.
Precisely. So.
I'm assuming you got confused about certain things and were like...
No, I have this problem where, like, I'll start a new show and watch, like, a bit of it and then just go back to my comfort shows because I am, as a whole, just an anxious fuck. And so, like, I've watched all 7 seasons of Gilmore Girls probably 6 times, if not more.
I believe that. I 100% believe that.
I've also watched One Day at a Time like 8 times, but it's only 3 seasons. I've watched Mr. Iglesias like 6 times, and it's only 2 seasons. Yeah, Grace and Frankie, 6 seasons, and I've watched it like 6 times.
Oh my gosh.
Mostly because I sleep with them on, and after I've watched them through once, then I sleep with them on. But something's really got to hold my attention for me to watch it all the way through. And the first season of Umbrella Academy really did it for me until the last 2 episodes. The last 2 episodes are where I kind of was like, what? So she killed them, and then she didn't kill them, and then she did, and then there was, how did she, can you really, and then my mind literally got stuck on, can you really slice someone's neck open with a bow from a violin?
Did you look that up? Because
No, I didn't, because I didn't want to get the FBI on my trail. Because it's easy for me to go to the music room at Corbin and get a violin bow. But I was just thinking, like, violence? Is that, like, the connection there? Violence? Violent? Anyway, so I didn't know, and then I was wondering, I was, like, also thinking, can you survive a throat slashing? Because clearly,
that has actually been tested a lot of times, I think, actually.
Yeah, because, I mean, clearly she did, and so that was a whole thing. One thing
but with how much blood, it's kind of shocking that she did, actually.
Right. I think it has something to do with the time string continuum. They might have adjusted it somehow. Or 5 might have. At any rate, one thing I am super excited for to watch it is that they have a canon autistic character, Vanya's protege, the little boy.
Oh shit, yeah, he is. I forgot about that.
And it's not an autistic character focusing on, oh, he's autistic, blah, blah, blah. No, it's set in the 50s, so really it's just, oh, little Timmy can't speak, like... Mm-hmm. So it's kind of nice to see just an autistic character doing life. He actually ends up being one of the powerful characters. So that is actually quite cool. Speaking of autistic representation, Lock and Key has one.
I know.
And so does Ragnarok. Ragnarok, the main character.
I know, it is so awesome, and I'm so excited to watch them again.
It makes me so happy. I've seen the first few episodes of Ragnarok, and
yeah, my problem.
In English or was it sub?
Norwegian originally, which that is actually really annoying, and one of the reasons why I avoid watching a lot of shows in anything but their original language, unless it's animated, because almost everything
you watch the mouth,
and it's just like the mouth doesn't match what they're saying.
Even in Miraculous, I found that the mouth shapes more match the French pronunciation than do they the English. She's terrified of the train.
Oh, poor Carmen.
You're okay, buddy. It's just a train. It's just a choo-choo train. Come here. I know. You're like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is a train?
Yeah, especially since she's never been around one.
Yeah, that we know of.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, so that's really cool. I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
I'm excited
honestly,
for
I love it.
Season 4.
I love Ragnarok. My only problem, like I said, was the whole. It's really hard to watch it. I really just want to watch it in Norwegian.
So
and
set
then,
it to that. I mean, I'm
yeah,
sure.
I'm going to next when I watch the next season.
Jesus fuck! Where is this goddamn train?
Over there, across from us.
Ugh.
It's coming through the bathroom window.
Great.
Which is annoying. Which is why this place was cheap. But yeah, 100% watch Ragnarok. I know that we're probably going to go on a rant at some point about that, but yeah, seriously, watch that. Watch Lock and Key, because I fucking predicted that frickin' twist immediately.
I still haven't watched all of it because of the reason I announced before.
Yeah.
Atypical is another one of those shows that I rewatch regularly, and that's actually quite good autistic representation. Lots of people have problems with it, but the problems that they have with it, I don't understand, because Sam is a representation of who I am as an autistic guy. The Notebook is really what got me, because he carries around a notebook all the time. He has like 30 of them. He goes through so many. In the course of the series, I think he goes through 5, and you just, I know that since I was in 7th grade, I've gone through 31. So
I'm not even surprised that you know the exact number.
yeah, and this is number 31. They're all numbered. They all look like this. This one is number 31. And of course it's painted, but there's the number. They're all numbered and dated. And yeah, I started writing really heavily sophomore year.
Yeah, I 100% believe that.
But, yeah.
Well, we'll be right back actually. I think we're going to take a quick break, and then while we're doing that, enjoy these ads. But on.
He took a personality test. Fortunately, it came back negative.
Long-faced and high-browed.
Probably from Earth.
Intellective.
Do you remember the days before the internet?
When Tone Loc was relevant?
8-bit graphics were the state of the art.
And Dungeons and Dragons was satanic?
Backwater J remembers.
Check out his channel for comedy,
Gaming.
Music.
Gaming. Spoken word. Gaming.
guitar mods,
Gaming.
And whatever this is.
He's reluctantly digital.
casually misogynistic,
Obsessively whimsical.
and accidentally hilarious.
Backwater J.
Now with Catgirls.
Hero King, Master of War, Hero Wing, strong to the core of Kodakia, Electric Ninja.
I was lost in the dungeon of despair. My only hope was Quixote. The heat of battle is intoxicating, a fate from which I will never recover. I don't care. No one could tell me where to find it. I must ascend to higher levels of experience. No, you don't. You want to know how grindy it is? So grindy. She left and took everything with her. In the realm of fantasy, the ruler is Quixote.
Oh, the smell of it.
And we're back. Welcome back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed those ads from the can. So, do you want to know about the can?
I'm concerned.
So basically, the can is I'm forgetting these co-advertising nerd work, which includes myself, Quixote, Benjamin Fleeman, and Backwater J, as of right now. And basically, that whole thing is basically meant to be a collaboration between small YouTubers to basically help us gain an audience by sharing our audience with the other members and basically sending the people who watch our videos over to their channels as well. So hopefully I showed all of the currently available ads in that little ad there, except for my own, which will be appearing on the channel later, not exactly certain when. And then, eventually, the full version of the song that was used in that ad will also be coming out, which you did a little part for.
Did I?
Yeah, that's the thing that you were doing with Petting Frank.
Oh, yes.
I still need to get...
I literally got
Joker's
costumed
stuff.
up for that. That was the greatest day of my life.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was perfect.
that's gonna be a lot of fun. But, yeah. Oh,
I love being my truest evil villain self. And I think the floral tie is really what tied it all together.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be a lot of fun to edit and stuff. But yeah, still just need to, I think the only thing I need to do now in order to actually get everything for that ad, or for that commercial, which will become the new trailer for the channel, is get some stuff with Joker, which what I would like to do is actually make him a full-blown helmet that basically looks like his avatar. So
Stop. See you. Put your motherfucking ears down.
poor Carmen.
I know what you heard. I know what you think you hear, but you don't hear it, so lay your head down.
This is gonna be a lot of fun. But yeah.
So what games are we gonna have? Are you gonna have me try tonight, or are we just gonna watch Miraculous?
I'm thinking we will watch a little bit of Miraculous, and then but also I would like to show you a little bit of Jedi Fallen Order. Have you played Lego DC Supervillains?
No, I don't have any of the Lego games currently.
Yeah. So I do want to show you that because that has the best character creation of all the Lego games. So I do want I want you to at least create a character for that, and yeah, and maybe we'll just go around causing problems. Oh, that's gonna be fun. And I showed you My Hero One's Justice, which, yeah, it's My Hero game. There's not much else to say about that.
Yeah.
And then I just got a few new games recently, so I might show you those, but I don't know for sure. So yeah. And then basically everything else is currently in the car, which is a bit annoying, but whatever. So yeah. So I just showed you one of my new books that I got recently.
Yeah, I want a copy of it.
For those of you who are unaware, I will be doing a video about said book in a future video. I'm not certain exactly when, but I would like to talk about it because it is a really interesting book.
Dope as fuck.
Yeah, and it's gonna be part of a Dungeon Master Mitch video.
Mitch now, bitch.
Which, yes.
Featuring yours truly as the voice actor for Mitch, bitch.
Well, the person who's saying, "You're Mitch now, bitch." But yeah.
As the voice actor for the one who dubs him, Mitch, bitch.
Oh my gosh. Did you watch that video yet or no?
I truthfully haven't watched any of your videos. I suck.
Yeah, whatever.
But I'm subscribed, so you're good.
Yeah. So yeah. Maybe we'll watch that as well. I don't know. But yeah. So that video is actually about the DM screen and the pros and cons of it. Even though I've barely used one.
So I made my own DM screen.
Nice.
Because I'm cheap. It's made out of cardboard and duct tape. Unicorn duct tape.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It is great.
I gotta show you mine after we finish up.
It does just say Trips janky ass DM screen on it though.
Speaking of which, I'm actually planning on doing a Zero campaign where we're basically going to set up a whole bunch of characters for my game, which is going to be taking the place of Backwater Jay's game that is for basically going every other week.
I write a lot of characters for fun. I have a ton. One of my favorite characters is a bard I named Fweej. His name stands for Freddie Olaf Elton John. F-O-E-J.
Oh my
His
gosh.
name is Fweej. And Fweej is known as the chaotic gay. That is his alignment. He wears a mini skirt and fishnet tights with his full breastplate armor. And doesn't shave his legs. So it's got hairs prickling through the fishnets, which I think is...
Okay.
and
You
then-
100% have to tell Backwater Jay about this character when he eventually shows up for one of these
I will.
videos.
He also carries a keytar as one of his two instruments, and the other instrument he carries is a foldable tenor saxophone, which only is magically ordained to only play Careless Whisper. So it only has the keys to go da 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 da, and that is it.
Let's just hope we don't get copyright for that. We're probably not, but whatever.
Everyone plays Careless Whisper. That's what saxophones were made for. Someone wrote Careless Whisper and said, "Get me a instrument for this," and the guy who invented saxophones was like, and then came saxophone.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of which, we need to make a band, the three of us.
That sounds like a lot of work for me.
Fair. But basically, I'm just imagining us playing together, basically. You, me, and Joker.
What do you
I'll play the cello, you play the box, and Ben will play the guitar. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious.
It's gonna be great.
Also, probably all of us will sing.
Don't bet on the drummer singing.
Fair point. You didn't even want to do any part of the frickin' 25 Days of Nerdy Christmas thing.
That is completely accurate, yes, because I sound between a 13-year-old boy and Mickey Mouse who has smoked a pack a day for 30 years, so. I'm good.
Did you participate in the frickin'...
Are you talking about We Are Different?
Yes.
No, I did not.
That was
I wrote a part of it.
Yeah,
but
I remember
I
you
did
helped
not
out
sing
with
for
it, but I didn't think that you sang for it. That was a trip, and oh my gosh.
Honestly, that's one of your videos that I have watched, and I still think it's a solid 10 out of 10. Just because somehow you got a bunch of Minecraft characters to go, "We are different, we can sing, we can dance, we can sail away." And I was like, damn, how did he get all of them to go like this? I just started thinking, I haven't even played Minecraft. I just
Custom
don't know how they all
NPCs.
went.
That's how I did that. Custom NPCs. It's a mod. That's how I did it. What? Let's just make sure that's not my car. Okay. It's neither of our cars, so that's good.
I mean, yeah. 500% though, that's a great song, honestly.
Yeah, I want to kind of redo it to make it better.
Your voice has changed a lot since then.
That's true. That's one of the big reasons.
You are a man now.
Yeah.
Ish. And that's handy.
What? I have a beard, kind of. I just shave it most of the time.
Talk to me, you can grow it like my dad.
Fair point.
Yeah, you'll be like 25. To be fair, he couldn't grow it in the army either. He had peach fuzz like here and here and here, and that was it. And now he's like, mountain man. I told Elizabeth when we were watching the first Miraculous episode with Jagged Rock, right?
Jagged Stone.
Jagged Stone. That's the one. With Jagged Stone, who is still my favorite character. Don't mind the camera shaking. That would be my dog. Carmen, lay down.
Lay down.
Lay down.
Good puppy.
There you go. I know, it's scary. The train is super scary. Just because you can't see it, you know?
Yeah.
So with Jagged Stone, his beard being purple and his hair being purple, I told Elizabeth, my friend, that I would, if I had a beard, dye it to match my hair. And she said, oh, that would be a must. And then suggested that I get Rogaine to grow a beard. And I was like, I have a lot of testosterone in this body, but not enough to do that. And she was like, Rogaine. So let's just talk about how accepting my little chosen family is, that this assigned female body would be totally dope growing a beard. I think, I thought about it. It was a hard thing. Carmi, lay down, baby. It's all gone. All gone. Scary thing gone. Go lay down.
Lay down. Lay down, puppy.
That's a good girl. Good girl. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that happens every fucking night.
I'm so sorry. But it's cheap.
It's cheap, so yay, I can come and visit you.
True.
and we could nerd out in person for once.
Carmi, stay. It's okay.
For once in 4 fucking years.
I know, 4 years. It's been a minute.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, we did. I think, yeah, the last time that we hung out was, I believe, the Christmas after our freshman year, I believe. The Christmas of our freshman year, I mean.
Yeah, that would make sense because after that, my parents moved to Oregon.
Yeah. And also, all the chaos happened, but we're not talking about that right now.
Ah, that was the second go around of shit hitting the fan.
Yeah, just all the shit hitting the fan. I still say, even though 2020 was really bad, I still think 2018 was my worst year.
I agree. I haven't actually had a good time in my life since about 2018. Because 2018, November of 2018, when I was with Michaela, on the day before the 2 days before Thanksgiving, one of her best friends died in a car accident. And we were going to my parents' house for Thanksgiving. And then when we were there, my grandma was fine. And then 2 weeks later, my grandma was in the hospital. And then 2 weeks after that, we went to see her. She got care flighted to Portland. And then 6 weeks after that, or not even 6 weeks after that, January 1st, 2019, she passed away. And so that was hell. And then I had...
Holy fuck. We both had, like, just a shit year that year.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And then I had the drama happen with Michaela, which was... In hindsight, really I was just an idiot.
No.
But so was she. So that's, I mean...
Yeah.
We were both idiots. But I was an abused idiot and she was an abusing idiot, so that was the whole thing. And yeah, so that was that. And then 2019 that happened, and then 2020 hit, and I was like,
Well, fuck.
I specifically remember that when 2020 first hit, like during our 2 weeks of spring break, I sat there, and once they announced that the school was closed for the rest of the year, I remember specifically sitting in a hammock, and my 2 friends who were dating at the time came by, and my friend had checked the number of ibuprofen I had in my ibuprofen bottle because she was worried about me. So that's where I was at as a person. And she asked me, she said, "How are you doing?" And I said, it's still depression, but now it's depression in a hammock. So
Oh my god.
that sums it up, 2020 for me.
Oh my
It's also the year I discovered Minecraft though, so like,
Which is kind of surprising, but at the same time.
Yeah, I was 10 years late. It's fine.
But hey, at least you better late than never is
True.
the big thing. And yeah. I mean, frick. We were like, I think I had been telling you since back before, basically as soon as we met, that I had a Minecraft server. So.
Do you still?
I still have it, but it's just not running ever. So, yeah. Basically, it's just sitting on my computer, waiting to be turned on, and it's just like, are you gonna turn me on? Are you gonna turn me on?
And you're like,
No! Fuck you! Because you have all these bad memories associated with you, so...
oh, did you have what's her name on there?
Yeah. Yeah, she was on there. And I actually had 2 servers for a brief time. One that was basically just for me and my friends to goof around on, which she joined. And then one for just me and her. Which, oh my gosh. Hindsight is 2020, which honestly, can we just talk about that fact that
Woof.
probably by like in the next few years or something, they're gonna be just like, okay, we're gonna change that phrase to be
Yeah, but you
something
know why they
else.
say it, right?
I know
because
why.
Eyesight is 2020.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's just like, at some point, people are gonna be like, yeah, we don't want it to be called that anymore because...
We don't want to talk about that year.
Yeah.
That year was...
Honestly, I feel like a few years down the line, you're going to be teaching history, and your students are going to be like, Miss Bromwich, what happened in 2020?
I also... So, the thing is, when I start teaching, my students will probably have been about 10 to 13 in 2020, which means a couple of things. They might remember it as the time when mom and dad were home and they actually got to have family time for the first time. They might remember it as a time when they were abused more because a lot of kids went home to their abusers, and that was really tragic, is that we sent a lot of kids home to just be abused. And so they might have trauma memories from it. And then some of them might remember it as a time when nothing really changed for them. And
That
so
is
that's, they won't remember it as dramatically as I will. And so my memories and my discussions and my things like that, one of the lesson plans I already have planned for my 2020 unit is on propaganda, because that was one of the things that seriously came out of 2020.
Yeah,
Was a
holy
resurgence
shit.
of propaganda techniques that we haven't seen since World War II. And so it was really quite interesting. In fact, we used some of the same propaganda poster techniques that we used back then for these propaganda posters. And so teaching about that in a history class will be actually quite engaging.
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, honestly, considering how many events happened, I can't imagine.
I mean, I see the meme that said, the angel talks to angel. I got everything ready for 2020. Or God, did you get everything ready for the 2020s? Angel, the 2020s? Not 2020?
Yep, I've seen that.
Today I had a guy blame Kate Brown, the governor of Oregon, for the wildfires that happened.
Oh my gosh.
Technically all she did sign a bill into law that said that you're not allowed to log certain places anymore, which is where they lit on fire, which is a problem,
Oh my gosh.
but still.
Yeah.
I was sitting there going, I don't like to badmouth any politicians because God knows if I was in their position, I would have already been in the fetal position, in the corner, crying my eyes out, going, God, why did I do this to myself?
And then we both know what would have happened if McCullough was freaking president.
McCullough has really disappointed me recently, so
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that right now. But
I just don't even want to bother with that. I
but
love
just
him.
remembering all of those times where he was just like, I want the button.
I want the button.
Speaking of fires, though, a few days ago when I was about to come see you, there was a fucking fire right out here.
Out there?
Yeah, in the you saw that little pile of cigarettes and shit.
Yeah.
That was on fire, and like.
Oh, was that when it melted?
No, it was melted before that, but it was just like it was a few. It was a foot tall above that, and it was just like, shit. We need water there. And like people were starting to smell smoke, and I was like, oh shit. And I was at my car at the time, so I come over and I see these people coming out, and I'm like, there's a fire right there. And they were like, oh shit, let's go grab some water. And thank goodness that they did, because oh my, that was terrifying. At least just a little bit. But yeah, seriously, don't smoke, kids. Or whoever's watching this, please just don't.
I cannot condone that message because I have bad habits. So
But please don't. It's really bad.
once you start, you're not gonna stop. And I started
Yeah.
in high school, so
Yeah. Can we briefly talk about how much of our high school did some sort of drug, whether
including
illegal,
me and my brother.
whether illegal or not. I think
Technically, it was all illegal for us. We were under 18. It's fine.
true, but even for people over 18, I think like
Yeah.
half our class did some sort of illegal drug, and that includes weed, which was illegal in Nevada at the time.
Yes.
So.
The state of California legalized it in 2016. The state of Nevada legalized it in 2017. In January
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah. So.
For those over 21, though.
Yeah, obviously for those over 21. But yeah, at the time it was still illegal when a lot of the kids were doing it, and it was just like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
And I think that was the main one that we saw kids doing, which, keep in mind, our teachers knew about this the entire time.
I mean, I drove home stoned once or twice.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't get in trouble.
My parents are dumb.
I mean, they still don't know the
They don't have a gaydar. And I'm not exactly shy. So.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm thinking about. I saw on TikTok recently that one show about
With Bluey?
I don't remember what it was, but it was basically about an Asian family who was, and the mom just does not have a gaydar at all. I don't remember exactly, but there was an episode about that, and it was just like, oh my gosh.
Huh. I don't know what show that is.
I don't know either. But, and there's like a whole bunch of other things as well. Like, apparently the dad doesn't know when somebody's hitting on him.
Sounds like my brother-in-law. Someone tried to tell Ashley that my brother-in-law had groomed her because they were dating when she was 19 and he was 29. And she looked them in the eyes and was like, this man is autistic. He had no goddamn clue. And I was throwing myself at him. He was like, does she like me?
True.
And Ashley was like, take me on a date, bitch. And that's how she finally got to pick her own date, was by asking him out on a date herself. The man missed his own engagement. He scheduled his proposal and missed it.
Oh my gosh.
But he was totally grooming her. Obviously.
Yeah, totally. He was totally grooming.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes you just think about things and you just go, is you stupid or something?
Yeah, I think a lot of people are. Because they're just like, they're doing this thing and it's really big. And it's just like
2 + 2 = 5.
exactly. Oh my gosh.
I don't know about you, but I'm tired after work and I'm ready to watch Miraculous. What do you say?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this nerd chat. Which, where did we started with Miraculous and we ended on your brother-in-law being a complete dork and not realizing that your sister was in love with him.
Yes.
How did we do this? No idea. Speaking of which, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think there might be, but I don't think there's any autistic characters in Miraculous, which is kind of surprising.
None canon anyway.
None canon, yeah.
I mean, I would guarantee what's Kim's best friend? The little nerd dude?
Max?
Yeah.
You think he's?
Oh,
Maybe.
dude, listen to him talk for 5 seconds. Almost every nerd that is canonized as like the biggest geek there is in some way
Yeah, that's true.
classically autistic.
That's true. I don't know. Which
I just love that he's Kim's best friend.
I actually want to share this with you before we actually conclude. Apparently, Alex, the roller skater, apparently the creators ship Max and her. Which I'm just like,
I thought she was
interesting.
gay.
Oh, that's funny. And then also Rose and Julika are currently the gay ship for the main class. There is also a guy gay ship, which is Nathaniel and a character you haven't met yet. Which also I'm just like, so they took the characters that have clearly shown that they like the opposite gender, and now and then they have the gay character going after them. Interesting.
That's literally how it happens, though.
That is
You
fair.
always fall in love with a straight girl. Been there, done that. It's a bummer.
Oh.
One of my biggest crushes I ever had. She lived in my hall. Lived 2 doors down from me, and we had to share a bathroom. And then also, she was in my science class, and we ended up being lab partners.
And let me guess, you confessed your feelings.
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay, good.
No, I suffered in silence for 9 months until she went to Costa Rica.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly though, both of us are probably not going to get a girlfriend unless they come to us first.
Well, I'm choosing not to have a girlfriend, so there's that.
That too. At least for a little while.
No, forever.
Okay. But yeah. I'm also thinking Ben probably is not going to get a girlfriend until someone comes up to him
Of the three of us, Ben is the most likely.
to get a girlfriend
Yes.
first. Yeah, probably. Basically, for me, considering the fact that both of you were just like,
Yeah, both of the girls that you dated immediately went, I'm queer, and you were like,
that, as well as the fact that both of you were the ones who said that you liked me. First.
I feel like it was pretty mutual for you and me.
Okay, fair.
Because
But-
you wouldn't let go of my hand on Halloween night. And then Lindsay went, ooh?
And then we looked at each other and were like, maybe?
And then we dated for a solid 2 months, and then you were like, I was like, you should ask my dad. And you were like, okay, and you basically wet yourself
As he,
trying to ask my father, who is not a scary man.
yeah, but he's like, you warned me, and he's like, and then I actually asked him, and he's like, oh, he's not scary at all.
Yeah, no, he's just big and bearded.
Yeah, and then it just on top of the fact that you were like, he might give you a bullet.
Yeah, so my dad had always told me that any boy who dated me, he was going to give him a 45 bullet and say, if you hurt my daughter, I'll put this through your skull. So I warned Zephram of that. I was like, he might do this, it's just be queer. And I'm pretty sure if he had done that, Zephram's pants would have been soaked.
Oh, that is 100% true.
Yeah. Thankfully, he didn't, and Zephram stayed dry all night like a big boy.
Oh, and somehow I am still the Awakener. Which just, yeah. Oh well.
Anyway, good night.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one, which hopefully will be next week, but we need to do some planning. But anyways, I have been Electro Ninja,
And I'm Frank the Dopamine Dog, or Jack.
Captain Jack, whatever. And we will see you guys next time. But on!
Hero King, Master of War, Hero Wing, strong to the core of Kodakia, Electro Ninja. Warrior strong of this place, warrior song, covered face of Kodakia, Electro Ninja.